Hey guys, this is Fuller. We're back for more legendary Hearthstone cards, and this time it's all about the absolute craziest ideas you sent me, and the few I came up with. Think of them as legendary ideas that just might make it into the mod. But again, warning, some of these are completely insane. Here we go. The first one is a bigger, badder Ogre Magi. It is Cho'Gall, a former Warlock War Chief of the Horde. For 5 mana, he's 5/5 with spell damage +1, and your spells cost 1 less, your minions cost 1 more. If you're running a spell heavy deck, especially with a lot of damage spells, you'll get a ton of value out of this. He has decent stats as well, 5/5 is pretty good. Like Blood Mage Thanos and Sorcerer's Apprentice, he can get some big one-turn plays. 3 mana, 7 damage fireballs for Mage, if this existed, would be huge. For our heroes though, Blood Mage Lich especially would love to have this guy. Alright, a lot of people sent in ideas on revealing your opponent's hand. Something like that I thought was best suited as a legendary minion. As a spell it would probably be fairly useless. Here it is Kaleidos. He's a boss in WoW you may have come across. For 7 mana he's 7/7 with your opponent plays with his hand revealed. Essentially you can see what cards he's holding so long as this guy remains alive. That's a very powerful effect to have, but he's pretty expensive at 7 mana. In control decks you might see this guy pop up. Check what their end game strategy is, what combos they're holding. Are they holding their most powerful legendary? Does he have any hexes in his hand at the moment? A lot of useful information can be learned. And here's another character so many people sent in with all sorts of variations. She's a rogue thief, daughter of the infamous Edwin Van Cleef. She is Vanessa Van Cleef. For 3 mana she's 4/3 with Battle Cry. Both players gain a random card from their opponent's hand, so it actually steals a card at the price of giving a card. Ideally you'd play it when your hand is completely empty so they get nothing. I can see this being used in a rush deck where you deplete your hand very quickly. Similar to the new Trade Prince Rogue card, this one's cheap and can instantly be used. The effect potentially might be a bit OP, as nothing currently manipulates the player's hand or neglects him from using a card. Next is my favourite, another one I got sent in loads of ideas for, and I've seen loads on forums and such. It's very similar to Deathwing, so get ready. It is Kil'jaeden. For 10 mana he's 12/12 with Spellproof and Divine Shield, so damn strong. But Battlecry, discard your entire deck. So that means you're straight into fatigue and you can't draw any more cards for the rest of the game. Pretty much an all-in card. However, it doesn't affect your hand, so if you have a hand full of cards when you play this, you can still use them, but you better end the game pretty damn quickly. Back to craziness is Engineer Nif. For 4 mana he's 4/4 with give your opponent 3 bombs. A very generous legendary. What does a bomb do? Bombs are unplayable, so they can't be used at all, but whenever you hold 10 cards, deal 3 damage to your hero and destroy this card. The ultimate meal legendary, I guess you could say. You fill your opponent's hand with 3 useless cards, then start mass drawing, causing him to self-explode and or deck out and die. This legendary might not be suited as a neutral one. It might fit better in the Tinker class I'm working on, so stay tuned for that. Again, send in all your ideas for this. We need some mech in the mod, and definitely more goblins. A lot of people want a Pit Lord legendary somewhere, so here's one. It is Manaroth. This is the guy you see in the new WoW cinematic, fighting Grommash. For 6 mana he's 5/7 with Battlecry, change all other minions' health to 2. Like Equality, you can follow it up with some form of board clear to wipe your opponent's board. He's 6 mana though, so it's tricky to do that unless it's really late game. Great if your opponent just played something huge and you already have a minion down. You can most likely probably trade, destroying anything your opponent has. It can even be used as a buff technically if you have a lot of 1 health minions down, although pretty unlikely. On to another old god. Last time it was Yogg-Saron, the god of death. This time it's Kafun, the god of chaos. I hope I pronounced that right. For 7 mana, he's 4/8 with, whenever a player plays a card, summon a random minion of equal cost for the other player. That means if I play a Pyroblast, my opponent will probably get a Deathwing, whilst if he plays a Fireball, I'll get a 4-drop, so a Yeti, something like that. More of a fun card, I'd say, than a super competitive one, but it does make your opponent think about what he's going to play next turn. If he plays too much, he can end up giving you a lot. Now the last one. This was inspired by the new Paladin legendary Bolvar. It is Chandris Feathermoon, a Night Elf Ranger. For 4 mana, she's 2/5 with, if 2 friendly minions die this turn, with this in your hand, transform it into an Avenging Chandris. Avenging Chandris has the same stats, but Battlecry, destroy an enemy minion. Very decent effect to have, you just have to trigger it by having 2 or minions die on the same turn, especially good with Death Rattle minions that summon more, like a Harvest Golem, which makes the effect easier to trigger. An alternative version of this card is a Black Knight type one. For 4 mana, she's 3/5 with, Battlecry, destroy an enemy minion with Death Rattle. The Death Rattle does not trigger, so the bane of Death Rattles, but conditional, and it's a bad card if they don't have any. Which one of these would you prefer? Alright guys, that's it for these legendaries. Don't forget, keep sending in your ideas. More heroes, more cards, and more updates are on the way. Please leave a like, it really helps this mod grow, and subscribe. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.